started in the early 90s. That when I started coming in.
Well, that would be quite a streak.
Yes.
Yeah.
Winner.
Yeah,
Dotson?
Always.
Is it Dotson, maybe?
I don't know.
Not as long as Jim.
Yeah.
I'm not used to these daytime appearances, though. It used to be the
Right, you would
You
come
were
in
never here in the
middle of
daylight.
the night all...
the night owl.
Yeah.
Keep you going from 2 to 4 a.m. after Thursday night at TA.
You say that like you were mysterious. Ooh, I was the night owl.
It was. I'd bring like $10 from what I raised at
Yeah,
TA Burns.
that's kind of why we switched the format, because
Hustling
those
pool.
late night hours,
Just so you guys
they
know,
weren't good for fundraising.
No, you were up against 10-cent tappers with a wet T-shirt kicker. So
Yeah.
there's really
Not
not
happening.
much money coming back.
Well, we have wonderful things to bid on.
Yeah, have you heard of
now.
some? Have you checked the list,
I have.
Fireman Jim?
How about this? A 4-pack of Milwaukee versus Detroit baseball tickets behind
Course.
home plate, courtesy of Molson Coors.
All right.
course.
How about this one? Signed sports memorabilia, which includes a Jackson Cheerio jersey.
Jackson Cheerio is doing a one-day outing at the Rock this year. You can
Okay.
sign up for that now. Sign your kids up.
What do you,
Really?
What do you mean?
It's in July.
Like
He'll show up.
instructional?
Yeah, instructional little day camp.
Really?
One day at the
Okay.
Rock. It's on sale right now. It's almost sold out.
All right.
But he'll be there.
That's
Ooh,
not
get
what
'em quick then.
That's
That's
not
not.
Jackson Cheerio.
Yeah.
If you wear this.
All right. How about a sound bar from Wisco Cards?
Yes.
How about golf simulator packages from Tea Time Social? I believe you have
I've
it in
been
there.
to Tea Time Social. I know the owner very well.
Are you getting more serious about your golf game, by the way?
I enjoy golf. I'm getting older, so baseball's kind of starting to
Fade.
fade. Yeah, it's not the skills I used to
Baseball's
have.
not fading. You're
I am.
fading.
I am.
Oh, yeah.
I should play in the 55s. I'd probably be an all-star again, but
Still want
in the
to hit
35s,
a ball
I'm
with a
not
with
doing
a
too well.
stick or club.
right.
But this time the ball is still.
yes,
Yeah.
I'm learning.
And
How hard could
Me
that
too.
be, huh?
Yeah.
It's not even moving.
It should be
Just
simple.
hit it.
It's not simple.
I don't want to get into it
I
again.
don't care for that. I don't care for that. I'd be an all-star in the 55 league.
Maybe.
Either.
I've seen these guys play. Don August plays in that league. We have 2 ex-big leaguers in the 55s. I wouldn't be. These guys are still throwing the 80s with
Yeah.
wicked curveballs.
Yeah.
Like, Don, you pitched for the Brewers for 4 years.
He was the opening day pitcher in 1990.
90, yeah. Right
Yeah,
around
he was
there. Yeah.
opening day pitcher
Yeah.
for the Brewers.
Tom Cloudwater from the Minnesota Twins. He's in that division. So,
Yeah.
no,
I'm sure I
not,
saw
I
it.
probably wouldn't do that well, actually. Maybe go to the 62s in a couple years.
Maybe you'd win an MVP or something like
Maybe.
that.
Is that the next
Maybe.
level after the 55s?
Then 62s. Then I started
Really?
the 70-year-old division last year, the only one in the country. We have 4 teams in the 70-plus division.
Those are kind of odd numbers. Like
Or
you go from
teams.
55
Well,
to 62?
it depends. We have to see who can play.
Oh.
Make sure, can we get,
Just automatically
60 viable?
going by 5 years every time is really
Well, it's 10
kind of
years usually.
unscientific.
It's 25,
Okay.
35, 45, 55,
Adjust your
62,
leagues to the
70. Yeah, to your
way we age.
your
I
customer.
guess. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm bowling again.
Are you?
I want to bowl
How's it
on
going?
a league. I'm getting older. It sucks.
I'm not
The
a good
things you
bowler.
thought
Were
you
you
had.
good? Were you good
yeah,
once?
I was good.
You were a good bowler.
My parents always bowled.
Okay, you don't-
yeah,
everybody
You can,
always bowled.
you can
everybody
lie.
always bowled.
Yeah.
You can lie if you want, but what was your average when you were good?
I didn't have an average, and I didn't
Okay.
do it that much, but I
But
could
you
get
were
it straight,
better.
and I could make strikes. I could
Okay.
do it.
Mine
Yeah,
was 130.
I couldn't do the 7-10
good.
split,
I'm going to make a strike pop.
but I'll get one.
I'm a
I'll
lefty,
take
too.
out
I
one.
should be naturally good at bowling.
Why is that? Why
Because
was
the oil. All the righties make that oil, curve to the right. The lefties have less. It's not broken. I don't know. I don't
I know what you mean. Yeah, there's less balls
I
in
have no
travel
idea what I'm
with oil.
talking about in bowling.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
it sounded good.
It did
Yeah.
sound pretty.
Yeah, I
the
should-
righties take all the oil off.
I'm a
What?
They do. The righties mess up the lanes. The lefties.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm glad you. Are you taking your comedy seriously, Fireman Jim? Wait, go back to the golf for a second.
Okay.
You're getting more serious about golf. You're buying clubs, right? You're buying
I'm
new
going to
clubs.
buy a set of
Me
used
too.
clubs, but they were used
But
for
they're
like
new to
6
you.
months, and they're
Yeah.
pretty clean. Yeah.
Where did we find these?
A buddy of mine.
Oh, okay. Well, that's a good way to go.
Yeah.
All right.
He got fitted clubs now. He's really into golf now. He bought a set. He's like, I'm too good for these.
Oh, so he didn't quit the game.
No, he got
No, he upped
giving
the
up
game.
and leaving
Clubs.
you his.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I took his fitted club and I put it next to his original club. I'm like, they're the same size. Fitted how?
The shafts could be stiffer. The grips could be different.
Andy North said yesterday
The
to
grooves,
us on
right.
this show that all of the golf manufacturers are in the business of selling hope. That all of these different drivers and putters and all that, well, everybody can improve or take 5 shots off.
You improve, you make that one good shot after 10 bad shots. You're back in.
Yeah,
You're
totally back in.
Because with your old set, you used to make 11 bad shots, and now I make one good shot. And
I think I got it.
yeah, the 11th shot.
And then the
is good.
next one,
Oh,
you're
these are worth it. So worth buying these new clubs.
Yeah, so that's why Tea Time Social would pay off.
What was the sales pitch on these things? When he said, "Hey, you want to buy my clubs?" And you said, "Are they any good?" And he said, "Dude, they're awesome." And you said, "Yeah, I'll take them."
But I want awesomer.
Yeah, pretty much it. I was like, I'll buy them, sure. I've never bought clubs before. I keep inheriting clubs, which I didn't mind.
I'm inheriting
I didn't golf a
clubs,
lot. I golf 3 times a year.
But now, what are you going to join a league, or are you just going
Not
to try
yet.
and golf
No,
more?
Can we
golf
practice together?
Yes.
Okay.
Casual, yeah. There we go. I like it. Whoa.
I
What
bark
was
when
that?
I'm happy.
Yeah.
I do. I bark when I'm happy.
Is that
Her
right?
happy dog, her spirit animal.
Okay. All right.
So that's what you do. Interesting.
It's not 2 in the morning. It's not 2 in the morning.
It's not the morning.
11:30.
It's just, coming up on noon here.
Since you're taking everything so much seriously, you're taking your comedy more serious, Fireman Jim, because
Sure.
we
What
have
does this
Fifth Row
mean?
Jim Gaffigan tickets
Oh.
for Sunday,
Yeah.
April 13th at the Riverside. You can
I
bid
check
on
'em out.
those.
Very
We
funny.
just had this conversation with Fireman Jim at a family outing, a radio family outing, and you were talking about that you're going to see a lot of different concerts that you might not have back in the day, but
No.
now, since everything starts at 5 o'clock, our
Yeah.
age group, we just go to stuff.
I'm with you 100%. If
How
I
about a
see somebody
Pabst-
coming through,
Yep. Pabst Theater Group live event ticket bundle.
yep.
You do
in,
that.
In. I saw
When
that.
you were firemanning, when
Yes.
you actually were Fireman Jim, now you're Fireman Jim emeritus, we'll say,
Thank
right?
you.
Yeah, yeah.
Because you're always going to
That
be a
sounds
fireman.
nice.
Fighter
True.
emeritus.
Yeah, you are
True.
always going to be a fireman. Nobody will ever say
They
Like a
cannot.
Marine.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, you're
Yep.
always
I'm
going
invited to the retirement parties and all the outings, golf outings.
It's an earned title.
It is.
Yes.
It is.
And we should say that with more respect when we
Thank
say
you.
Fireman Jim.
Try it.
But
Thank
you
you.
guys used to, well, you guys did a lot of stuff together, but I found out late in your fireman career that you guys went to like just a ton of shows at the Pabst and I go, wait, you were where? You said, yeah, we saw Gordon Lightfoot. Yeah. I was like, well,
Oh, we did. Yeah, we'd go shift outings. We call them. Gordon Lightfoot was one of my all-time favorites.
Of course.
There's like 10 of us.
And like 3 good songs.
Yeah, no, there's at least 7 good
There's
songs.
7? Okay.
yeah.
I didn't know you were such a Gordon
Oh,
Lightfoot fan.
How can't you be? Come on.
I don't know.
I
They're
can't for the
kinda
3.
long and the ship
Exactly,
song.
and not
And
the ship
everybody
song.
died.
No
and
boat song.
There was Broken
What about
Hearts.
Sundown?
Yeah.
Well,
Sundown.
that is one of the 3 that
Yeah.
are great.
What about
Yes.
Carefree Highway?
Yes, of course. That's
Carefree
one of the
Highway,
3.
that's a feel-good song.
I drove on the Carefree Highway in Phoenix just a couple of weeks ago.
It's really called the Carefree Highway?
It's called Carefree Highway.
I thought Gordon Lightfoot was from Canada.
Yeah, I don't. He wrote. Maybe they have a Carefree Highway in Canada too. Doesn't mean
doubt
you
it.
can't come to the
Not in
U.S.
Canada.
It's not allowed on
Yeah,
American
thank you.
roads.
Yeah, but we
Yeah.
giving a road up to him?
Well, the shipwreck was in America.
That happened.
Well, he chose to write about that
Well, he chose to write about
because
Carefree,
Canada's boring.
Carefree Highway too.
I wonder the story behind Sundown.
Oh, yeah. Who is she?
It's creeping up those stairs.
Yeah, she was.
The circle. What is it? I can see it in your eyes. The sun is
I don't like that one.
on your lips.
Now you're stumping me.
The Circle Small is called.
Oh, yeah.
That's another one. There. He had a lot of good
Yeah.
songs.
I take
Jerry.
Gordon Lightfoot over James Taylor, over Jim
Right.
Croce, which are very good. I like them all. That's the trilogy, I think.
I thought this was a rock station.
Want some
We are
Gordon
rocking.
Lightfoot?
Oh, my back.
Wasn't Gordon Lightfoot? Okay.
Yes, 3 Gordon Lightfoot songs way
Yeah,
over
all
Jim
right.
Croce.
All right, there's the MW Marine 2-person towable tube Fireman Jim.
That's fun. I think Eric's got that one.
Yeah. ZZ Top. We have third row ZZ Top
A lot of good
tickets for
concerts
Sunday, April
you're
6th
doing.
at the
You got
Riverside.
Night Ranger is on the board right
Yes,
now.
there's a
we
Ted
do.
Nugent Night
Ted Nugent Night Ranger.
The Night Ranger. The
Waukesha County Fair.
like 4 of the 5 guys are still in the band that were in the original band. At least 3.
Yeah.
And they have hit after hit after hit.
They do. That's a hit song. You
Right.
just sing the whole time.
Gordon Lightfoot or Night Ranger?
Night Ranger.
There you go. Right. I agree.
I think if you went to a James Taylor song, you would sing more songs than you would at a Gordon Lightfoot show. But there's no package for either of them, so forget it. Even though James Taylor is coming to Summerfest this summer.
That's right.
Do we have a Summerfest?
Wow, I missed that.
Do we have a Summerfest package?
We will. We'll have stuff to give away.
All right. So, and there's the can collection.
Yeah.
The
I gotta,
other
I
can
got to add
Two
to it.
can
Yes,
collection.
Fireman Jim
Okay,
is
you ready?
currently drinking his
Oh, there
All
it
right.
is.
Dr. Pepper.
Going to be going in.
Here, give us a glug. Go.
That'll be the 10th Dr.
listen,
Pepper can. is now 1/5 the size of the Uncle Sam collection.
You
The
don't know how
value just went
Wait,
way
it's
up.
what time? It's what?
Double that now.
it's,
It's our 10th
5.
can
Yeah.
in the Dr. Pepper collection.
Right.
Oh.
So yeah.
The other one is 50.
All right. The value just went up. It's just,
Yeah.
You don't know
It
how to
did.
give me a Sharpie.
It
Let's
did.
do this.
you don't know how to radio slurp a Dr. Pepper.
I don't. That didn't sound too good, did it?
It's got to be. You have to make the
Got to kind of suck it out of the can.
Like this?
yeah. Go ahead. Yeah,
That
yeah.
was it.
That's getting
But I like the
closer, but
oh. Now he's choking.
gotta-
And unfortunately,
Medic.
none of us are firefighters, so we don't know what to do.
You don't do
Save
the Heimlich
yourself.
for soda. He's choking on soda. Quickly.
All right, what
can't-
do I do for somebody who's
You can't.
choking on?
I don't think you can
Cough
choke
it
on
up.
liquid.
You can
Cough.
only aspirate liquids,
Yes.
and then they get into your
Good
lungs and
word.
cause pneumonia. This
Right.
is
you can
no
aspirate
good.
down the wrong
Even a
pipe,
little bit.
Like,
Yes,
like
and-
your mom would
yes.
say, did that go down the wrong pipe?
And at our age,
down the wrong pipe.
and at our age, it could be very, very bad.
Now, you don't need this because you're playing it already, but there's a foursome in the Bob and Brian Open,
Yep.
which you will be a part of.
I will be a part of.
So Fireman Jim will be there at the Bob and Brian Open if you're the high bidder on that.
I will never miss one again.
It's going on out at Grand Geneva
Yep.
again this year. Got a couple of tickets for a Bucks home game. Pickleball group outing.
That's getting popular.
Dale Z's on tour.
Did you
In the
ever play?
Firehouse. No,
It's
after
fun.
I retired, it got very popular in the Firehouse. I was at a couple stations that we had racquetball courts.
There you go.
Back in the day, they were still at the Firehouse. We played racquetball.
Just pull the
Really?
trucks out and.
No,
I
it's actually its
practiced
own court.
pickleball in
no, they pull the
racquetball
trucks out for that. Yeah.
Yeah. I go to the gym and practice, and they're empty racquetball courts because you can just hit against the wall. Hit all day.
Okay, I don't know if anybody knows the answer to this, but how popular is racquetball these days? I know pickleball.
Nobody's ever in there, so that's
Pickleball
why
is
the
the rage.
I don't
Yeah.
think it is
It's
popular
not.
anymore. I think pickleball took it over.
It did.
Because there were health clubs that were built with
Oh my God!
All
20
racquetball courts.
racquetball courts. Yeah.
Wasn't that,
Now they're empty, and pickleball
Yeah.
people can go in there and practice over
wasn't
the
that
winter.
like Vic Tanny's forte? Didn't have racquetball?
Vic might have been in, yeah.
Okay, explain what a Vic Tanny is because people are going, what? Who?
Come on.
No, come on.
The Vic Tanny on the south side is now a gun range.
Right. Yeah, there's one on Holly Road right down the block from the
Yep.
station for years.
I went to that one
was
forever.
the one of the 80s. He went to Vic Tanny.
You totally did. Brookfield,
out, yeah.
that one.
It was like going to a club almost because it was, well, that's how the commercials looked anyway.
He was early in the gym career of when they started taking off, where
Yeah.
you could get your membership for like $10 a month or whatever. And
That changed.
yeah, that did change. Give you the hard sell, kind of like,
Kind of like a
Timeshares?
timeshare.
yeah, I've had those before.
How many
You
have
have?
How many have you been to? How many timeshare?
Timeshares. Did I go through the sales
process.
pitch? 2 times. That was it. I was supposed to go to one last month, and I blew it off.
Really?
Of course you did. Of
They
course
were
you did.
chasing me around the resort.
At your age, that you were going to go to a timeshare?
I had to get this deal we got. You had to sign up.
Always, I had
Had to go.
What
I
was the
had to
deal?
go.
What was the deal? What was the bait?
We signed up. We got this discount, and then you got like some kind of dinner ticket package of a bottle. I don't even remember. It probably was not. It probably was not.
Not worth 6 hours of hard sell.
The first time I went to it, I was super young. Doreen and I went, and went to the Bahamas. And do you remember when Freddie Laker Airlines came to this
Yes.
station?
Yeah, he was here.
Yes,
he was
So
in here.
Tom Jarris gave Doreen and I
Our former general manager.
a 4-day
Oh, yeah. I
for
got
two.
one of
I
those.
think we just got engaged, whatever. And we flew Freddie Laker Airlines down. We had to sit in one of their hard cells.
Mm-hmm.
That was my first time experiencing it. And halfway through, the bells are ringing. People are clapping, like, sold. I'm looking at them like, this is, no way are these people all signing up.
And that's what
Yeah.
we learned today. We did a story where they would be
You
like
were
fake.
probably sitting in the middle of a play.
Yeah.
For
There'd be
sure.
fake champagne rounds, and they were really salespeople
Yes.
acting like they
Yep.
were couples that were buying stuff. Yes.
And they bring their manager over. I'll tell you what, we'll give you another bottle of wine.
Always with the manager.
Always with the wine,
Oh, yeah.
too, to get
Really?
you wasted.
Well, that-
Oh, you're always drinking.
I was never offered any alcohol at any of
sure
the
I
two that I
was.
went to.
I would have never showed up.
Really? No,
I'm sure I was.
I actually went to a. This wasn't a hard sell or anything, but about halfway through, I'm thinking, why did I come to this? It was a TV. They were testing TV shows, and they would show you like
Oh, yeah.
10 or 15 minutes of a show.
did
you
At a
would-
hotel. I did one of those, too.
Yeah, and then you would fill out this
Yeah.
and
Stupid questionnaire.
I think there was I don't know what the prize was for somebody at the end, but about halfway through, I'm thinking, how much longer is this going to go on?
It went on and on.
Yeah, because I thought, oh, this would be kind of fun, watching little like 10 minutes of a TV show that were pilots. And what did you think of this one? And it was all actors.
Some Radisson out in Brookfield or whatever.
And it was all actors I recognized in these things. So how many pilots are done that never see the light of day?
A lot.
I would say a ton.
lot.
I'll bet it's a 10-to-1 ratio at
Yeah?
least.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
For sure. We used to do research. When I started working here, I was in the research department, and we had to put those auditorium tests on for radio. We'd make people sit at the Mayfair Sheridan or whatever for 2 hours. They made like $20. We'd play them, snip the song. Okay, it's Stone Temple Pilots. 10 seconds. Do you like it? Do you sort of like it? No opinion. Strongly dislike. Hate it.
Yeah.
Who wishes they donated plasma instead of coming here? Raise your hand.
We did them on the phone. That was the part of the research crew in the back. Again, where I started was just playing snippets of songs over the phone to people listening to either QFM or Laser 103.
Neither of which exist anymore.
Correct.
Yes.
Yep.
We incarnated. They went to a different format.
Yep. Yeah.
So
Eric and I were there.
Yeah, the old. That's like I always waited for like an Anchorman type rumble to break out between QFM and Laser back in the day. Like they come
Could have
around
kicked
the-
your ass.
Yeah.
Rock, you started the last song at QFM, didn't you?
He sure did.
That was
The Q, I
Yeah.
think.
Yeah. So you've got a couple claims to fame in this town.
I guess. I don't know if that's a good one, though, that I brought it to its end.
What was the last song and what did you go into?
It was Long Live Rock from The Who. It was the final song.
Got
And segued that right into a Sade song.
Sade.
Yeah.
That's why you weren't
Smooth
kept on.
operator.
I think it was,
No
yeah.
need to ask.
Yeah. No. QFM.
He's laughing with another girl, playing with another heart.
If this fight would have happened,
He's loved in 7 languages.
if this rumble would have happened, I think LPX would have kind of snuck in like the PBS guys.
Yeah.
Like,
That was a good. They weren't around though. They were already gone.
Tony Bowman or Bobbin.
They would add sideburns and
Yeah, right. Johnny
handlebar
Fever.
mustaches.
Yes. Look out, it's the
You have
Rock
to
and
be-
Roll Air Force.
Because you have to be period correct.
Yeah, right.
What about ZMF?
Oh, those guys would have
Before my
had
time.
bell bottoms and the John Lennon sunglasses, long hair.
It'll look like the banana splits.
La, 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 la.
The dudes from ZMF, right? Yeah, if we're going time period, correct.
The
Maybe a
long
pirate
striped
shirt.
vest. Yeah.
And then
Anyway, is there a radiothon here
What?
somewhere?
let's-
Yes.
Let's make some money.
Use your phones. Use the website, 414-978-9500, or you can go to 1029thehog.com and get your bids in. Time is running out, by the
know.
way. Do get the can collections and the other can collection and the stuff we just mentioned and a ton more. Go scroll through and see what you want.
Help give the gift of hope. More of your favorite athletes and special guests still to come during the Bob and Brian Radiothon to benefit the MACC Fund. Presented by Window Nation on 1029 The Hog. Rosen.